Good morning, viewers, wherever you may be. It's another interesting episode today with me, LAMIN here. Like we always do, we bring for you interesting programs and, of course, youths that are very, very potential and they know their area of focus very well. And today, I have a very, very prominent guest with me. And guess what? Like I always tell you, okay, I am always telling this. This time around again, I have a very, very strong and then bold peace ambassador. He's a very serious individual. So we're going to have a topic which of course, we are going to share with you. But then before we just go to the point straight, I will just let her to tell the viewers who she is and of course what she do. Mariama, you are welcome to Vision TV.
Yes, good morning everyone. I am Mariama Sala. I am a teacher by profession and a peace ambassador. I am a peace educator and also a peace advocate in the Gambia here. I have been in this service for almost 5 years now. Yeah, and that is my area and that is what I love doing aside from my occupation. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mariama, for that wonderful revelation from there. And Vision TV, the entire team welcome you.
Thank you.
It's interesting program with you.
Thank you.
Okay, viewers, like you said, she's Mariama Sala. And that is all about her, and I believe there are some very, very important things that you mentioned. Yeah, but the more we started to get more into the programs, more we'll be able to really understand what actually the role that you do in the start. So today, of course, our theme of discussion is going to be entirely about peace talk. So we are going to be talking about peace in national development. We all know peace is something, it's a precondition, it's a prerequisite that you and I need. You understand, in our daily operations. We can't live without peace, and peace is something that I am seeing it as human. You understand, it is us, we are peace, and we have to keep peace. So today we have somebody who knows the area very, very well. Like I said, Mariama is going to take us through. Mariama, today we are going to begin with tell us, when we say peace, what is peace actually?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kuyateh. I think when we talk about peace, it does not actually mean the absence of war. That is what most of these people, they think that peace is always the absence of war. But to me, I believe that peace starts from within. That is you becoming stable as a person, and then you can have peace with the people. So it's not actually the absence of war, but it has to do with a state of inner consciousness arising from personal tranquility and in harmony with nature. And there is a different meaning when it comes to that. Like, it doesn't only has to be when a state is actually peaceful, then you say that is peace. Sometimes, as a person, when you are peaceful, it comes from these three aspects: a state of inner consciousness, personal tranquility, and in harmony with nature. So if all these three are not in place, then as a person, you are not peaceful.
Definitely. Yeah. So meaning, many keep saying in the absence of war. I think you are saying it is beyond that.
Yeah, it is beyond the absence of war.
Definitely. So we have three most important fundamental things in peace.
Fundamental things, yeah.
If they are absent,
it means you as a person, you are not having inner peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do we make sure we work towards getting those three fundamental areas? What do we do? What do you think we need to do as humans, as citizens, to be able to really understand that these areas we are well informed and work towards getting that in order to see that our countries advance?
Yeah, I think as a person, you need to start working on yourself first. Like the saying goes, charity begins from home. And if I can quote from Mahatma Gandhi, who said that like all of us, we should seek peace from ourselves, because peace should be unaffected by outside circumstances. So it means peace should be from your inner self. Then if you want to be peaceful, you have to learn how to maintain yourself, you comport yourself in a very professional manner. But if you are not peaceful as a person, then I think you cannot have peace with the next person that you stay with. And if that happens as well, you cannot have peace with the community. And that is how it continues up the countries and then out inside the whole world, outside the countries as well. Yeah, so you need to focus on yourself first. Attitudinal change is very important in this aspect. Change your attitude as a person. You build up yourself first, and then you can preach. Because as a person, myself, I cannot preach peace to people when actually I'm not even peaceful. Yeah, so when you want to be peaceful, or you want to promote peace, you have to work on yourself first.
Mariama, yes, at the school level, students are also part of the peace talk show that we have been doing at the community level, and we all know it's very, very important that having them also part of your program is also very, very essential. Like you come to issues talking about like gender-based violence. Yes, so how do you disseminate information to them concerning about gender-based violence? And we know that female children are always vulnerable when it comes to violence in the society. Yes, how do you disseminate information to them regarding about gender-based violence at the school level?
Yeah, like I said, our trainings are child-friendly. When we have training with students, we always make sure that we have child-friendly training. And then we make sure we give them the first-hand information about gender-based violence, and then how they can manage themselves, or how they can do the reporting, or whatever when it comes to DBV. So when we train students, we make sure that we build their capacity, so that even when we are around, they can also be there to help themselves and help their colleagues as well. That's why if you look at the ABPM clubs in school, we call it ambassadors peer peace motivation. Yeah, that means the peers are the ones that are motivating each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, that if you train one student, it means you are training 20 students. Yeah, that is how we do it, and then you will see to it that the information is being disseminated in different parts.
Very good. Now, during the time of you engaging students concerned about gender-based violence issues, what are some of the information? What are some of the how will I call it? Information that some of their emotions that they speak to you, and that always took you people by surprise. That if students actually are undergoing through this, problems in the society.
Yeah, we have seen gender-based violence as something that have been taking place in every corner, not only in the schools, but then in the communities and in different parts of workplaces or in the community or wherever. So sometimes you can hear some funny reports from students on gender-based violence. It can be physical violence, it can also be sexual harassment from their fellow students or from their teachers even. So sometimes, most of the time, we get reports from students when it comes to gender-based violence, especially from their fellow students, because I am teaching in the senior school, and you will see that most of the students there are matured enough. So the gender-based violence there is very, very high. But then we thank God that with the Peace Club or with the teachers that are available, we are helping, and then there has been a reduce when it comes to GBV.
Very good, very good. So how involved also our teachers comes to, because we know that teachers also sometimes they also need to be informed about peace. Yeah, like we said, earlier before, is something which is very, very important. Sometimes at the classroom, you have students that are very aggressive and they don't want to pay heed to students and teachers' rules, and inside the schools, most by extension, I can say school rules and regulations. You will see there are some teachers who will be employed to be taking care of school rules, to discipline children. But sometimes you see in an instant, a teacher will take a stick and then try to negatively punish a student, and that student has to be in class. Issues like that. When you see, what do you think is some of the actions that you do at the school level?
Yeah, and that is why I said our trainings are not only for students. We train students, teachers, and then parents. And when we have trainings, we make sure that teachers are part of the training. Sometimes even the administration is informed. So that, sometimes you have administrators, they will come and join the training. Yeah, to know what is going on and what information are we giving to the students. Yeah, so the training is not only for the students, so teachers are also being trained, and then we can see from the previous years that the teachers that we have that have been trained from the college, or the ones that have been recruited in the schools to serve as coordinators, are really working towards the goals of their organization.
Very good, good. For those of you joining us right now, just to tell you that it's Youth Hour in Vision TV here with me, LAMIN KUYATEH. I have my guest here, Mariama Sallah, who is today with me. And today we're talking about peace, which is very, very important, comes to national development. So we at least some little bit far from the program, and that is how things are unfolding here. Just still continue to stay and enjoy the rest of the program. Mariama, we continue. Like it comes to issues about child's rights, sometimes when you face community leaders, you talk to them about child's right. Yeah, you'll be surprised them telling you that, okay, children's, you are talking about children's right, how about our rights? You understand? You know, how about with the elders? So to say that in Mandinka. So that is, so how do you address that issues with community leaders? Yes, comes to your effort to disseminate peace.
Okay. Yeah. And that is why I said we do not only train teachers, but we train parents. Because if you include parents in your trainings, you will make sure that they know the information that you are giving to the students. So it will not be a surprise for the parents to know that, okay, this is what is going on and this is how it is supposed to be. So when you have training with parents or you have discussion with parents, you will realize that parents, some of them, it's not like they don't want some of these things, but they are ignorant. They do not know what is happening or how it is supposed to be.
Definitely.
But when they already know the idea, I don't think they will. Anyway, we have not faced challenges like that because we deal with child rights and so many other things, but that is not our main focus. Yeah, most of the trainings we have, we discuss peace and conflict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Peace and conflict. Very good. I know, like on the gender-based violence, child's married, early married rather. Sometimes you see some girls will be forced to get married. It's something which it's part of your program that you preach. You understand? Yeah. At the community level, sometimes you see elders, especially these Islamic scholars, will tell you, hey, children, especially girl children, if they are at a certain age, they have to be, they have to be in the married cadre. How do you mitigate that there also when you are to address them? Yeah. Because I know it's also very, very important. It's a role that you play.
Yeah, it's a role that we play. But if you look at the society now, or the society that I interact with, we have seen parents are now realizing the importance of allowing their children to continue with education. So if we had 50% of child marriage, right now maybe we might have 10%, let me say.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, because they have seen people like me are role models to other people. Yeah, if they have seen that somebody's female child is doing well, we are not saying people should not get married anyway. Yeah, definitely. But then you allow your girl child to finish her education and then be somebody else in the future. Like they have someone that they are looking up to, and some of us we really serve as role models. So we don't have much cases of child marriage. Okay, where I am probably in other areas, but I think I had one case and then that was settled. Okay. Yeah, when we discussed with the parents.
Very good.
Yeah, as a teacher.
Very good. So it's all geared towards peace. Really, peace is definitely very, very important, and I'm hopeful that listeners are definitely taking what we are saying here, and of course they will also try to teach one who is next to you there, and to be able to understand how important peace is at any level, at the school level, institutions, wherever you may find yourself. You understand? Peace is something which is very, very important. We have to preach peace. We have to be talking to people about the importance of peace. Today we take a typical example today. You go to Russia, go to Ukraine, you can't find their peace. I don't know what our peace advocates are also. Maybe they have plans. Maybe they will reach out to Russia and then Ukraine to talk to them about how to maintain peace. You understand? Places like the northern side of Nigeria, the Kano state, something like that, where the Boko Harams are very, very aggressive, and that area, Libya, and so there are certain places in the country, in the whole world. So we have to understand that peace is something which we have to really let it rains wherever it is. So now, Mariama, let's talk about politicians. In any country you go to, you find out that politics is something that is always fueling violence. You understand? And politicians also need to be informed about the importance of peace, and of course their supporters. Yeah. So I don't know what kind of programs do you also engage them as stakeholders when it comes to peace, maintenance of peace in this country?
Yeah, like if you look at peace ambassadors in general, we have been having stakeholders dialogue when it comes to peace building, and we had engaged young people, we engaged politicians, we engaged different people, women and other people. So if you look at before the elections, peace ambassadors have been involved in pre-election watch and the election watch and post-election. So you will see that every step in the election, was observed, starting from the Congress, the campaigns, the nomination, the election itself, the National Assembly election, and then post-elections. All of them were been observed, and I was lucky to be part of the people from day one of the observation up to the last day.
Sure.
Yeah, and all of our reports have been sent to the office, and that is where they formulate their recommendations and then call for a dialogue so that these recommendations can be put in place by the government, and then political parties also can take note, then individuals also can know what is expected of them or what is happening in the Gambia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, during the time of the election, we normally see a lot of peace, ambassadors, in the polling stations. What do we actually know? What you observe? What specific thing at the polling station do you observe? Do you observe the turnout of the people, or how people cast their votes, or the duty bearers at present, or politicians coming around? What specific area do you, or is it diverse?
Yeah, if you look at our observation, we observe so many things that are even related to the election.
Okay.
Yeah, we observe the violence. It's not only about the peace and the conflict that is going on,
okay,
but the involvement of people and the involvement of different people, like the differently able, the women, and then if priority was given, like so many things were observed. But then when it comes to the observation, like it was not something that was like exposed. Yeah, we do our observations, and then everything is being written and sent to the office.
Okay.
And then that is where they will collect all the observers checklists and then make their percentages. That is what is sent to the TV, or that is what is being dialogued. People understand that, okay, let's say 60% of the differently able were allowed to had access to vote, or you will say that, okay, women were given priority to be part of the voting, or the rate of violence or the crime rates or harassment that was going on. Yeah, so it was on different aspects.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. So what will you say, looking at the areas that you have observed for the past years, the observation that you are conducting? Yeah, what would you say in short? Was it peaceful, or?
Yeah, for the observation, I might not be able to conclude because I'm
talking about you personally.
Yeah, I am one person. Okay.
Yeah.
I am one person who was observing in one constituency.
Yes.
So we had like almost 600 observers in the country.
Yeah, I'm talking about the area that you observed.
The area that I observed.
Yeah, the constituency. Yeah.
Anyway.
All those stations that you have visited. What could you say the mood, the time that you arrived? How was the observation like? Was it peaceful? What have you reported entirely? Yeah,
to me, the observation, what I have observed, I cannot say that it was peaceful. I cannot also say it was not peaceful anyway.
Okay.
But then all I know is the election. We have seen a lot of things that took place in the election, and we were not the only observers on the ground.
Okay.
We have seen other people who were observing, and then how the election went. We were put in the picture, how it started and how it ended, the results, everything was on our papers.
Okay.
Yeah, so if as an observer, I would say if anything is said in my particular constituency, that maybe the result was 500 and then 600 was said or whatever, I can be there to say no, that was not it. Due to what I have observed, what I have seen, and what people are saying are totally different. Yeah,
definitely. That is fine. That is fine. Yeah. But I'm sure that entirely the reports that we keep hearing from the reporters, observers, that it is fair, free, and transparent. I think that is is the case.
Absolutely.
Well, that is quite fine.
After all, I think the final report that this ambassador gave that the election was free and fair.
Okay.
Yeah, based on the reports that they have received from different observers in different constituency.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Good. Now you are also a member of 360 Initiative, the Gambia, right? Very good. So what is this 360 Initiative about?
Yeah, when we talk about this 360 Initiative, like the 360, many people will ask me, what is this 360 doing in this?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a global movement.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why the 360, we know that the wall is 360, like a spherical.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
360.
a full circle.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that is why you have the 360. Yeah, so we have our mother organization that is in the United States, and then we have different countries that are involved. Like we have the Gambia, Nigeria, we have Togo, Cameroon,
Wow.
and other countries that are involved. Pakistan,
Okay.
we have those countries. Yeah, so we mainly focus on mental health and conflict transformation.
Okay.
Peace 360 initiative, that is what we do.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are very young anyway. We registered last year, November 12th. That is when we got our official registration. But then we have done some activities
Okay.
since we have registered as well.
Very good.
That is so our mission is to serve people in mental health and conflict transformation.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And you've started operation. You have started up the operation.
Yeah, we started since we registered because we started before November, but then we were not registered.
Okay.
So we registered in November, and then we had our opening ceremony. Anyway, that was an online opening ceremony on the 13th of November, and then in December we had a program with Sukuta Upper and Senior Secondary School.
Okay.
We discussed mental health issue, child protection, peace and peace building, conflict resolution and transformation.
Very good.
Yeah, that was the program that we had in December. And then in 2022, like yesterday, we had a meeting already, and we have our activity plan to to have capacity building trainings with our members, and then so many other things that
I
might
see.
not be said.
I know. So who are your partners in this time in Peace 360 initiative?
Yeah, like
Yes.
I said, it's a young organization. For now, we are working on partnership,
Okay.
but we do not have partners yet.
Partners.
Yeah, but from the meeting that we had yesterday, we are slowly going to work with other organizations.
Definitely.
In order to have
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. Good. Gambia, we can, like we hear how Mariam was saying, and the P60 initiative. Definitely, right now, they are in need of partners. Whosoever, wherever you are, organizations, we're calling you to partner with them. Peace, we all know, is very, very important, and they are working extraordinary, very outstanding to ensure that people are involved. People are involved. Understand, to be informed about. When we say to be informed, it doesn't only mean to be well informed about, what it takes to be very, very, inclusive. It comes to nation building and all that it suits to be there. So definitely, I mean, wherever you are, and then you want to give a helping hand, you want to have an organization that is also calling for such, initiative. Peace 360, the initiative is here for you. Please, you are called to come and, give them all that it needs to be able to know that, to understand that their mission and vision, is being, achieved at the end of the day. Yes, Mariam. So, you also, work with, is it UAE as a volunteer?
UAID.
Yeah.
UAID the Gambia.
Yes, UAID,
UAID
exactly. UAID Foundation the Gambia.
Yeah.
Yes. We want to know, what do you do there also?
Yeah.
You see, Mariama is having a lot of camps. Mariama is working with a lot of organization.
Yeah.
So I believe definitely we are definitely learning a lot. And Mariam will tell us a lot concerned about how she's been fetched out from all that places and say, Mariama, come and join us. Tell us. So how was your
UAID Foundation.
volunteerism? Yes.
I joined this organization recently, I think less than 3 months now.
Okay.
Yeah, but then they deal with this menstrual hygiene management and so many other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like hygiene in general, let me say.
Okay.
Yeah, but they have clubs and schools that they focus on menstrual hygiene management. And I said, wow, this is an organization, why not I also join?
Yeah.
And then as a lady, then I also give my part to
Okay.
people. And
Definitely.
then currently, I have some students already in Caravan, and then I discuss with them about menstrual hygiene and so many other stuff.
Okay.
So we want to have a training there, because we know that some of these girls, we have so many girls that are in these menstruations right now, but then most of them do not have any idea about
Menstruations, yeah.
Yeah, so we offer trainings to different schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how welcoming?
So for North Bank right now, I am the regional coordinator for North Bank.
Excellent.
And then I hope we are going to do great in that.
Yes, but do you stage your program, force your program with them about this, menstrual hygiene and all that?
Whether we had a program?
Yes.
No. But before I joined U8 even, I had engagements on menstrual hygiene.
Okay.
And then I have students who I'm already training. Like currently on the 28th of this month, I'm supposed to go with 3 students 10 students in North Bank.
Okay.
But then 3 are going to come from Kerawan.
Okay.
And then we are going to participate in a competition on the 28th that is organized by Girls Pride.
Okay.
And then it's going to be on the 28th of this month. So I am already planning and working with some students, giving them information so that we work together to make sure that they participate in that training and then they see the information that they have with others.
So how welcoming was this in news to students?
Yeah.
Concerned about menstrual hygiene.
It's very welcoming because most of these students, they feel they have this silence, this culture of silence. Yeah. So when you open up to them, you see some of them, even if they don't come in public, but then they will come to you secretly. They need to and so.
Definitely, I think really that area, I definitely need to support that area because just recently, as I speak, it happens to a school where I can say a friend is teaching, and a girl child who we can say this is the first time she's going outdoor. Like you may understand what I'm saying. Yeah. So she was crying, shivering. She was like, wow, something is coming out from me, and if I go home, what will my mom do with me? You understand? But she was helped at the end of the day by our able vice principal, you understand, who called her attention, and she came. She was given a helping hand that okay, there is no need for you to be worrying. You understand? You have to understand that you are now at a stage, and she was given all forms of that counseling.
Yeah, I think that is very important, and you don't need to wait until when children start menstruation, or when girls start menstruation for you to give them information.
Sure.
Yeah, the information can reach out to them, and that is why if you look at U8, it's not only for the senior school. You have the basic cycles also, where you inform students first. You inform children first before they reach out to that level. Just like I was talking about peace.
Yeah.
You don't need to wait until there is conflict for you to go and start saying, okay, I am fighting for this. I want peace to come. No, you foresee it, and then you bring the necessary things that is needed before the particular it happens.
Very good. So how well are you working? Or how best are you working to ensure that schools in the Gambia have clubs like what you say to be able to inform the kids at their tender age?
Yeah, and that is why I said we have coordinators. Like we have coordinators in North Bank. I am the one in North Bank. We have I said you are in CRR. We have different people.
How about in West Coast?
In different regions. Yeah, they are in West Coast, of course. Because the foundation is in Combo, so obviously they have reached out to some schools. I think last time they went to Tangi, and then all schools around that end. So anyway, the West Coast is the main focus for now. But then in the other regions also we want to. So you will see that if you have a coordinator in every region, they can help. Even if the club is not even in the school, but then you can always reach out to the schools and then give them information.
I think a school where I am teaching currently could also be fortunate enough if they will come, and because we have a population of more than 3 to 6. Almost to 500 students, you understand. So things like that, an organization like this, I think we also need their attention.
It is also a young organization.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes funding might be a little bit difficult, but then the organization is working very hard to make sure that they offer these services to the people, even without having funding outside. But then, as an organization, they are doing.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Yeah, so every school that is ready, that needs the help, you can reach out to.
That is quite outstanding. Definitely. You see, Mariama is very, very pivotal. She's somebody who is she's in different areas of engagements. I think we definitely appreciate that. Yeah. So now comes to peace. Ambassadors, where are you heading to now? It comes to peace in the country. You've been preaching. Where are you people right now? What are some of the plans that you have right now for this country?
Yeah, I think we have been doing well over the years because Peace Ambassador is not a young organization. Like just on the 17th of May we celebrated our 21 years of existence. Yeah, so it's not young. It's
I think I saw that on your status. Yeah, definitely.
It's not a young organization. If you look at Peace Ambassador from the inception, they have done a great job. Until 2019. Let me say the trainings, we had a break with trainings due to the COVID, but then aside from that we have been doing so many engagements on migration, on peace building, stakeholder dialogue, and so many other things. So I think the organization is doing well.
Definitely.
And then it's moving to another level rather than the way it was.
Very good. Very good. So now let's come to challenges that you face as peace advocates or peace ambassadors in the Gambia. Yes, I know challenges are something which, no matter how much you start to grow,
Yeah.
even you have millions, zillions in your account, you still bound to face some challenges. Yes. Do we know some of the challenges that peace ambassadors in the Gambia are facing?
Okay, so if you look at peace ambassadors in Gambia, sometimes, like I said, we have clubs in different schools, and then some of these clubs are not as close as you might think. Like if you have a club in URL, you have a club in CRR, that is a little bit far. Like individually, as peace educators, we have this challenge of transportation, finance. Yeah, some of us, we will leave Combo and go up to URL, pay on fare. You go and serve the people and come back. Yeah, you're not receiving anything because you are doing it from your heart, and this is something that you are doing as a volunteer. You want to serve the people.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we have seen so many educators moving up and down. Sometimes people will tell me, but Salah, you have money. And I am like, no, it's not like I have money.
No.
But I think the people out there, they need my service. Yeah, so who am I to stay when people need my service? Yeah. So most of the people will go to different, like in Caravan, if I call for training, you see somebody from URL, a teacher coordinator from CRR, a teacher coordinator from different areas will pay their own fare and then come attend the training, and then we go. So even though it's a challenge, though, but we are trying to face it out. Yeah.
Good. So in that area, is that the only thing, transport challenges?
Yeah, sometimes sometimes there are certain people who will not accept you as a person with with the advocacy that you are doing.
Okay.
In the Gambia, we have many people who are advocating.
Sure.
And then some people are just, let me say, fed up and bored with this advocacy issue. Others will tell you, hey, you're this advocacy, what have you done? You have been saying peace, but then we have seen that there are so many problems that are going on, and then we can solve. What are you people even doing?
Yeah.
So we face those kind of issues, these confrontations. Most of the time you face this confrontation, people will try to belittle you, or people will believe that you're just in for something else that is not even important. Yeah. But anyway, those are the challenges, and I think managing the challenges and controlling them is very, very important.
Very good. Sure. So in terms of transport issue, who are you guys calling to intervene? To be able to to see that, I don't know if the transport issue is being mitigated at the level of the peace ambassador, because you cannot be touring the whole country using your money. Though it's a sacrifice, but I think government need to be involved in this, and all the philanthropies. Yes. So what are your voice to the helpers down there?
Yeah, when it comes to this training, that the training of clubs that is going on, that's where you have us going, and then without paying fare for transportation. But peace ambassadors are having different projects, and then those ones, they are not facing those kind of issues. When they have these projects that are in the rural area or any other place, transportation is catered for and some other stuff. So the issue here is, like I said, we have a program in the peace ambassadors called the ABPM, and that is where we establish clubs in schools, and then so when we have trainings, that is where the issue of transportation comes in. So the organization can even help us, because we are in the same organization. Like, it's not like APPM is different from peace ambassadors. It's a program under the peace ambassadors. But then we, like as an organization, we have a lot of partners like the UNFPA, UNICEF, and IOM, and so many other. So I think the problem of transportation then and now is really different. Right now, when they have projects, transportation is catered for. Everything that is needed is being catered for. Like if you look at the election observation, transport refund was given.
Good. So do you also receive support from foundations like Father FAB Foundation, or from the office of the president? Yes.
I'm not aware anyway.
But is the office giving recognition to peace ambassadors in the country?
Yes.
But I believe there should be an instant of the office also giving some helping hand or support to.
Of course. Because it's an NGO, but then when we have training, sometimes we invite government officials.
Sure.
So we are collaborating with the government as well. You cannot work in a country without working with the government. Even though you are an NGO, but then you must work hand in glove with the government.
With the government, very good. So Gambia viewers down there, please, this is a challenge which, you know, some of the peace ambassadors are calling. Transport is a problem, you know. We all know, you know, disseminating information, you have to tour the nook and cranny of the country. Certain places you need to have, I mean, a very correct vehicle to take you through those areas. So definitely this is their voice. They are calling out support from the philanthropists, from, you know, well-wishers, brothers and sisters in abroad, those that are around government, whosoever can do it, please. Peace ambassadors are here knocking at your doors to say, okay, this is what we need. And of course, another challenge that she mentioned, that is, I mean, belittling, like trying to give criticism to what they are doing and trying to redefine them otherwise, you know. This is not what they are up to. They have a mission, they have a vision. And it is very, very clear that is to ensure that, you know, peace reigns, you know, at every doorstep in this country. So if that is the case, I believe, I mean, we should give, I mean, a big recognition to their service. Yeah, if we can, if we cannot give, if we can give them the chance for them to flow, let us not, I mean, criticize them. They have to survive in making sure that, understand, the information that they are giving, they pass it to every, you know, individual in this country. As far as Bolibana, the last village in the country. Yes. So, I mean, Mariama, what are some of your success stories that you have registered as a peace advocate? Yeah.
As a peace advocate.
Yeah. Who as ambassadors in this country? Yes.
Yeah, I think the training of people, not only students. We have seen different people in the country. If you look at peace ambassadors, we do not only have students. We have police officers who are part of peace ambassadors. We have politicians even who were once part of peace ambassadors. Okay. Yeah. Even though we do not work with politicians.
And journalists as well.
Yeah, we have journalists, we have teachers, we have different, almost every sector that you go into the Gambia, you will have people who have been one-time member or they are still members of the organization. Yeah, so I think that is a plus. And then the leadership training that they offer. Like one like me, I would say, I had the stuff to deliver something to the people, but then I didn't have the confidence at first. But then with the recruitment and the leadership training, and then let me say,
the motivation that you have from your parents.
I have, yeah, from my parents and then from the people. Yeah, with that, I can say peace ambassador is the one that light up the fire in me. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, since then, that was the time I had the spirit of volunteerism. And that is why if you look at most of the people that are peace ambassadors, when you find them in leadership, as leaders, they are very good leaders. And then they are also very good volunteers as well. Yeah, because this is something that we learn from day one, yeah, up to date. And that is the reason why we will cross up to URR without a dime, and then attend the training and come back. And people will think that you have a lot of money. Even when you turn your head, no, she's going for a workshop. No, she's going to attend a training. And when you come, people are expecting a lot of money from you. But then that is not the case. Yeah.
I see. Viewers, I am afraid we are now almost coming to an end of the program. But before we go, Madam will just give us some summary of entirely what she do and what message he has, you know, for the public and of course those that are watching outside. Yes, Mariam as a youth and of course a very, very prominent peace educator. What message do you have for the young people of the Gambia and per se those watching us outside?
Okay. To the young people, I would say the job is not easy to be a volunteer or to be an educator or an advocate. Yeah, advocacy is not like you just get up one day and say I am going to advocate for this. You need to go through a process, and then you're going to face a lot of challenges. Like I said, if you look at Peace 360 that we have started, Peace 360 in teams that we have started. We are the ones that are, anything that is in that account, we are the ones putting it there. Yeah, because we don't have partners for now, and then we don't have a lot of money. So any training that we want to organize, we have to put the money in there. And then, so all those things has to come.
So the funding is coming from your own selves?
Yes.
From the little amount of money that you have?
Yeah, from the little amount of money that we are making. Yeah, for Peace Ambassadors, it's a different case. Yeah, because it's a big organization, it has been existing for a long time. But the Peace 360 is a young organization. Or a very, very young organization. So for now, we don't have funding, we don't have partners right now. But then, whatever is in there, we are the ones that are putting it there. Probably one day or the other, somebody who is watching this might help us.
Definitely.
Yeah, with some funding. Because we have a lot of ideas, we have a lot of things that we want to do, but you know, we cannot move without money. Yeah, so that is a challenge. But then if you look at the young people also, I think sometimes people discourage you. People discourage you a lot. You want to go in for something, they will say, you're doing it for this thing, but what is it? What are you gaining from it? That is what many people will ask you. What are you getting from it?
Definitely.
Even though, that is a challenge, but then sometimes you don't ask yourself, what is my country doing for me? What am I doing for this country? Or what can I do for my country?
Definitely.
That is very, very important. So with all the challenges that you face as a young person, and with all the criticism that you face as a young person, the most important thing is you should know your target and know your focus, so that you can help the people out there. Because there are so many people that are saying, you can serve as their voice.
I think this also in fact reminds me of one of the Nigerians author, Chinua Achebe said this, and I quote, when the old bananas die, it is the young suckers that will grow.
Exactly.
So it means
it is the young suckers that will grow. And that is why in Peace Ambassador we have this slogan that is called Catch Them Young. And grow with them. Yes, you catch them young and then you grow with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Because we believe that those young people are the ones that will
take over.
That will take over.
Exactly.
And then help us in this stuff. So if you catch them young, those children, they can grow up and then they can help. When they become leaders, they will remember the things that they learn. Yeah. So with all these challenges, to me, I believe that you should just keep moving. Sometimes it's not the money. Sometimes it's the impact that you put in the lives of people. So sometimes people will believe that, okay, this person is having so many connections, and if it works up, they will call you. But they don't know where you started from. They don't know where you started from, and what are the things that sometimes you even give more than you receive.
Exactly.
But that is advocacy, or that is volunteerism. That is what happens when it comes to that. So wherever you are as a young person, it is very, very important for you to impact the life of the people that are there. Like if you find yourself in North Bank or in a particular place, wherever you find yourself, in CRR, in URR, whether you are a native of that place or you are not a native, the most important thing is try to leave a legacy there. Find something to do and impact the lives of the people that are in there. Because if not, you will just live there and then go, everybody will forget about you. But the impact that you put in the life of those people, one day or the other, might come back to you. And as you are serving somebody's region or somebody's place, somebody else also
is serving your region.
Serving your own region. So serve one another. I think that's what Red Cross said. Like Mariama said, serve another. Young people, I think we have a greater role to play. Honestly speaking, I am definitely inspired with Mariama's words. I think I am much more motivated to be doing what I am doing today. Wallahi, I'm just injected with spirits of word from Mariam. Wallahi, I think we owe this country a lot as young people. You understand? We need to redouble our effort. We are doing great, and we have to be doing more than what we are doing today. You understand? We are all potential. Hence, you are healthy. Wallahi, you are wealthy. Yes, we can make things in this country productive. Like I always said, Gambia is resting on a productive land. Gambia is very, very rich. How can we know Gambia is rich? We have to make sure that we tighten our belt and work towards workings to make sure that this country is being moved forward. And young people, looking at the percentage that we have in this country, 65%, honestly speaking, we are huge. And we owe this country a lot. Like she said, ask not what you can do for your country or what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country, like John F. Kennedy said. You understand? So this is something which is really alarming. Our young people are definitely working very, very, very hard. Government youths, I commend all of you for working very, very hard. Today you go out the street, you see only young people. Go out to the riverside, you see only young people. Any institution you go, you find there young people. Even at the teaching fraternity at the school. In those days you have this elder is this big one, but today at this institutions level you have their young people working there. So this is telling you that our young Gambians are definitely breaking barriers. Someone like Mariam, you can see all what she said, how she started and where she is today. Many will be maybe laboring her otherwise, but who knows yesterday knows how to talk today. You understand? So definitely Mariam, we are so much glad to see you here. Now before leaving you, excuse me, what will you tell your mother at home and some of your friends who motivated you? I know you will not leave without saying, Mom, Dad, okay, yes. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to my mom and my dad, because they are the ones that groom me.
Okay.
They are the ones that keep motivating me up to this level.
All right.
Yeah, so I would thank them for that. And then to my family and then my friends that have been motivating me from day one to keep moving. People like you who have been motivating me a lot.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
To keep moving. So that is just something that will encourage me to do more.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So thank you all, those who have been supportive and then those who have been working with me one way or the other. But if you are a young person out there, if you are not doing something, please try to do something, or you encourage someone to continue doing something, but do not discourage.
What word of peace do you have to send them, to offer them, to close your program with?
Yeah, like Gandhi said, there is no way to peace, but peace is the way.
Okay.
So he said in one of his poems, or in one of his speech, he wrote, "I offer you peace, I offer you love, and I offer you friendship."
Wow.
So it all comes from peace. If there is peace, there is love, and there is friendship.
So passionate.
Yeah, so we should all. Anyway, I am quoting from him because he is one non-violent activist, and he talked a lot about peace. So it's important as young people. Let us start peace from ourselves to the community, and then it continues like that. Yeah. So that is why inner peace, we have positive peace and then negative peace, but then we cannot discuss all that.
Yeah. So what words finally do you have that you want to send?
Yeah, finally I will thank you so much for inviting me to this program.
You are most welcome.
And thank Vision TV for providing opportunity for young people to have this platform to talk about what they have. We have so many young people out there who have so many things that they are doing, but they don't have the platform to express what they want to express.
Sure.
So Vision TV has really helped by exposing young people to the whole world, let me say.
Yeah.
And then that is a plus for you, and continue doing the good job that you are doing.
We will, thank you.
May Allah increase
Amen.
everything that you are doing.
Sure.
Yeah, so young people, I encourage you to continue the good job that you are doing. You have seen the efforts of young people.
Sure.
And then those who are not doing anything, or you feel shy, or you feel you are having low self-esteem, please find someone to motivate you.
Sure.
If you have that motivation, you can move forward and continue the spirit. So thank you all.
Continue with the spirit. Well, that has now brought us to the end of the program. But like Mariama just entirely said, please let us not forget to give a supporting hand to organization that she mentions she's working with. And of course, I know you'll be motivated with Mariama's interview with me here in Vision TV. It has been a 45-minute program. You understand? But then I believe you and I will learn a lot, and of course, all those that are there watching the program, of course, will pick something that will be very, very impactful. So it's like each one should teach one concerning about peace. Peace should not be compromised at any form. Like she said, Gandhi keeps saying, it's just like you expressing, giving love to someone. It's so much, affectionate. When she's saying it, I felt like, oh, something is running in my blood. You understand? So, but meanwhile, Mariama, we definitely thank you very much for coming to Vision TV. Of course, it was not easy. Government traffic, you all know, is full of traffic blocks and that. But she endeavored to come and then have this program with us. We are so much grateful to have you here. And this is not going to be the end. It's just the starting. We expect that in the next coming days also you'll be coming here. And for the camera technician, Yaya Kurubale, thank you very much for being behind the scene. You definitely did wonderful, and of course, before close, definitely, and also giving my greetings to our able boss, Fatumata Jawara, wherever you are. I know right now you are busy, but then we will say hello to you. Okay, do not please forget, to subscribe, like, share, and then comment. Until then, it's a bye from us.